Every match begins here. Staring at the map, calculating, planning. Wondering what role will lead your team to victory. Marksman, mage, tank, support. Each role plays a part. But this is the jungle. The role that controls the pace. And decides the game. The strongest junglers this patch? They're in our tier list videos, go watch them. To make things simple, we've broken this down into 4 parts: fundamentals, early, mid, and late game. Let's start with the fundamentals first. Before you learn how to gank or invade, you need to understand this: every action you take in Honor of Kings has a gold value. Clearing a jungle camp, killing a dragon, pushing a wave, all of it gives you gold, and gold is what makes you powerful. Think of gold as your fuel. The more efficiently you collect it, the faster you unlock your item power spikes. Your first core item can flip fights. Your second one might let you 1v2. Without gold, you're just a leveled up target. Also level up your Arcana before you go into the game. It's a really important tool that helps you with offense and defense. Also take Smite, without it you are not a jungler. First, there are 2 important creeps in the jungle, blue buff and red buff. Blue buff gives you faster mana regeneration and reduces cooldowns, making it perfect for mana-reliant junglers like Ying who constantly cast skills. Then there's red buff. It adds a burn effect and slows enemies with basic attacks, ideal for fighters and assassins like Diane Wei, who rely on chasing and finishing targets. Both buffs respawn every 90 seconds, so always track them. The next key objectives are in the river: Tyrant for early XP and gold, and Overlord for map pressure and pushing power. Control them to control the game. At 20 minutes, the Tempest Dragon spawns randomly, triggering a storm. Minions become unstoppable Tempest Vanguards, and the final fight begins. So let's talk early game. If your farm laner is on the blue side, start at red buff. If they're on the red side, start at blue. This sets you up to gank their lane first. And one more thing, don't go for early invades. They're risky and rarely worth it unless you have full lane support. On your first gank, you don't always need a kill. Just forcing the enemy marksman or support to use flash or lose some HP is already a win. It helps your lane control the matchup. After the engage in the farm lane, rotate to the clash lane through mid. If you spot a gank opportunity on the mid laner or clash laner, go for it. But always prioritize your HP. It's still early in the match, and dying here can slow down your whole tempo. At the 4-minute mark, both Tyrant and Overlord spawn, but in the early game, always prioritize Tyrant. It gives bonus XP and gold to the whole team, helping everyone scale faster. Securing it early can snowball your team's lead hard. And after all that commotion, always remember, go back to your jungle, get your buffs, and farm hard. Keeping up your gold and XP is key to staying ahead. After a few more ganks and kills, when the time feels right, you can look to invade. Just make sure you know where your teammates, enemy laners, and their jungler are. But remember, a well-timed invade can throw them off completely, especially if you steal their buffs. That's pressure they'll feel for the rest of the game. Stealing as many jungle camps as possible doesn't just boost your gold, it denies the enemy jungler XP, slows down their item progression, and completely ruins their map pressure. This is how you snowball leads into wins. Now let's move on to mid-game, where the real action begins. I've got 5 tips every jungler must follow during the mid-game. This is where momentum shifts and mistakes cost the most. Tip 1. Prioritize objectives. Tyrant, Overlord, or even Shadow Lord if it's up, always plan around them. These aren't just bonuses, they decide team fights and power spikes. Tip 2. Play around strong lanes. Stick with whoever's ahead, farm laner, mid, or clash. Help them push towers and keep the pressure on. Tip 3. Invade smart. If you're winning, go into the enemy jungle and steal caps or buffs. It's not just about gold for you, it's about denying their jungler a comeback. Tip 4. Vision control. Mid-game is all about positioning. Place wards in river and jungle entrances so you don't get caught and can set up clean fights. Tip 5. Fight with purpose. Never take fights just for the thrill. Only commit if it leads to a kill, tower, or objective. Wasted fights throw leads. Follow these and you'll control the mid-game like a pro. But what if you lost early game? Your lanes got stomped, the enemy junglers eating your camps, and your team's playing like NPCs? Don't tilt. Mid-game is your shot to steal farm, delay fights, and flip the game with a well-timed Tyrant or Overlord. The comeback starts now. Late game usually kicks in after the 12-minute mark. Tyrant and Overlord evolve into Shadow Tyrant and Shadow Overlord, And these aren't just objectives, they're game changers. If the match reaches late game, it means your enemies are playing well. Respect that, and play carefully. Even if your team has a big gold lead, you must be very careful in the early phases of the late game. One bad fight can erase your advantage and give the enemy a way back into the match. If you have a gold lead going into late game, your priority is to maintain it. Don't give away free kills or towers, because the enemy will eventually catch up. Remember, late game is where the team behind can gain traction, complete their builds, and close the gap. If you have the lead, take as many towers as possible to make the map smaller for the enemy. Always move together as a team, so you don't give away free gold through unnecessary deaths. Control vision around the Shadow Overlord, and only force fights on your terms, with vision and numbers advantage, not randomly. And above all, stay patient. The enemy needs mistakes from you to catch up, so don't give them any. If you follow these simple late game rules, taking towers, controlling vision, fighting smart, and staying patient, you can secure the win with ease.